This is Heart Rhythm TV. We are in Seattle at day 2 of FHRS. I'm here with my friend Tom Deering, former past president of Heart Rhythm Society, now also in the digital innovator space. You're going to tell us a little bit about a new initiative that's really championing quality innovation of unique programs and how they could be highlighted or showcased.
Thanks, Rod, for having me. It's a great pleasure to have this opportunity to share some of the things that we're doing here with you. You know, quality is a very important part of what we do in electrophysiology, as you know, but there is sort of a disconnect, and that's why this particular program has gotten started. So we know what the guidelines tell us we should do, but there is oftentimes a gap between what they tell us to do and how it is turned out in practice. So what we're trying to do with this initiative, which we use the tagline Quality Demystified, is to actually turn into practical recommendations and guidance for clinicians to take those recommendations on the guidelines and translate them into real, meaningful quality data so that gap gets closed.
So let's be clear on the title of this. This is a new rollout, so we want to get it right. CardiQ. Can
Rod,
you spell
you
that?
did it well for us.
CardiQ. CardiQ. This is new.
It
for the Heart
is.
Rhythm Society. Tell us a little bit about why is it called CardiQ?
Well, it's called CardiQ, and you spelled it actually correctly. There's no O between the I and the Q. It's actually at the website that's being rolled out. It's cardiq.org, and it's still a work in progress, but people can get on it today if they so desire to do that. And the concept behind it is we really want to address all things cardiovascular. We want to build collaborations with other organizations and societies that practice within the cardiology field. So it's not just focused in the broad way over time, Rod, on EP, although we are starting actually within EP, and we're actually within that starting with atrial fibrillation. Our concept is we've got to roll it out effectively with a strong foundation, and by doing it well there, we'll hopefully be able to carry it to a greater and more sustainable, valuable level for the entire CV community.
So we have large-scale registries like the NCDR, AHA get with the guidelines. This is not one of those registries. What this is a way to showcase programs that are regionally successful, that have an initiative that's obviously based in innovation and quality, to be able to showcase that on the website and give people ideas, right?
Absolutely. This is designed to take the what, to the how. Docs know what they need to do, but they get busy with their practice. They get tied up with their academic and their administrative and their clinical duties. Administrators have to fit budget and operational and personnel issues, so they get distracted. This is trying to take that what, which we know we should be doing, into the how. It's very, very practical. So we've come up with 3 components, Rod, to make this work. The first is by building a framework. So if an organization, like you said, has built a great program to advance anticoagulation in appropriate people that the guidelines say should be getting it, and they've done a great job of identifying that, working with an EHR, these programs will be vetted, and those that look like they've done a good job will have an opportunity to have that data on the website so people can learn from them, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. We also have, as a secondary component, a resource library. And it's funny, I did the other day, I looked at atrial fibrillation quality or quality improvement on Google, 33 million hits. If you even go to PubMed, it's almost 8,000 hits. We're going to focus on having manuscripts that tell groups and individuals how to really make it practically good. And then the third part is the community. So if you're doing something great and I want to learn from you from what you're doing there in Arizona, I will be able to go back and forth and connect with you, connect with your team, have my team connect with yours, and build a better program so that overall, all the boats rise.
Well, it's so great to have that initiative with a platform because one of the reasons we come to in-person conferences is to be like, oh, you know what? But we do same-day discharge. I'm like, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, but you can? Yeah, but pacemakers go, and it's a great way to showcase all the differences in practice variation and give people ideas, right, to figure out ways to be better, or might not work regionally for them, might work perfectly for us, and we haven't thought about that. So this is a very exciting initiative, perfect to be able to talk about at HRX, which is all about new innovations. So Tom, thanks for joining us on Heart Rhythm TV. CardiQ.
CardiQ.org.
Love
Go to it today, check it out. Rod, great to see you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.